Connecting the dots, connecting his guests to the world, creating more connections. Welcome to The Connection with your host, Jay Morales, podcasting from the Parkville studios.
We want to say thank you for joining us here at the Blackstone series. We appreciate it. Today's sponsor, the OMAHA Gift Company. If you need a gift and are looking to make an impact, the OMAHA Gift Company can take care of all your gift-giving needs. Use code JAY and get the secret discount, the OMAHAGiftCompany.com. Facebook keyword, the OMAHA Gift Company. Check that out. So I'm excited for my next guest. And the reason why is she's just a really good person underneath, beyond being a great doctor, a leader, and a great advocate and a great evangelist for the ketogenic lifestyle. So I want to say thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Jaime Seeman, better known as Dr. Fit and Fabulous.
Hi, Jay. Thanks for having me.
Listen, I know that you have been fasting for the last 72 hours.
72 hours right now.
And you've been working. I saw you going to work at like 1 o'clock last night, too.
Yep, a little baby girl, 1 a.m.
Oh, my God. So you're busy. So let's paint the picture. Dr. Jaime, who are you? What's your life like? And bring us up to speed.
Yeah, so I'm a board-certified gynecologist with a background in nutrition and exercise science, also currently a fellow in integrative medicine. Born and raised in Nebraska, married. I've got 3 little girls. They're here with us today at the recording, which I think is so cool for them to watch what their mom does.
Sergeant Fit and Fabulous is here too.
Yeah, Sergeant Fit and Fabulous is in the house too. But I came into the ketogenic space actually on a very personal level about 3 years ago. After my youngest was born, I was diagnosed with prediabetes.
Right.
And it was a really eye-opening, thing for me as a physician to be the patient for a bit.
And you're a doctor.
Yeah, with a background in nutrition.
Right. And pre-diabetes is a big deal, especially during pregnancy, right?
It's a huge deal. I failed all my glucose testing. I knew I had a family history of diabetes, my dad, my grandparents, and I just decided at that moment I had kind of a tragedy that happened in my life, and it was just that moment in time where I decided that wasn't going to be my fate.
It was a friend of yours.
Yeah, I lost a dear friend of mine during her pregnancy. We were basically in the same gestational age, and we lost her and we lost her baby, and it really just gave me a sense of my own mortality.
And then after that, your body composition was different than what it is right now.
Yeah, so I was keto for about 1.5, 2 years before I decided to really get back into the gym and start lifting weights again. The last time I had lifted weights was when I was a collegiate athlete. So I got back into the gym about 16, 17 months ago, and yeah, my body composition changed tremendously adding that resistance training.
I will never forget, Jay, if you want your biceps, you have to use them, or something like that. You said you gotta let them know they need to be used. And I think all too often that people think just because they're on a diet or some kind of lifestyle that's all they need to do.
Yeah, so what people need to know is fat is lost in the kitchen and muscle is gained in the gym.
Ooh, check that out. So I'm starting to work out too. Check me out. Jaime, I have got to know you over the past five or 6 months or so, and I've seen even your brand and your message and your message just grow. Tell me, did you ever think that you would be, first of all, you're at 20,000 Insta, by the way. I remember meeting you at 10,000. What surprised you about the growth in the past few years?
Well, I have this other business, Dr. Fit and Fabulous, and it's something that I do outside of my clinical practice, and it's really my passion. It's the ability to touch more lives with ketogenic therapy, and, for me, I got my life back. I'm a better mom. I feel good. I don't have prediabetes anymore. I'm just a better human, and I feel like it's the ability to give people their, what I call optimum human potential, right? It's like what we were designed to do on this earth. And so it's a real passion of mine, and it's funny because I never thought it would turn into what it is now. 20,000 followers, people from all over the world coming up. We went to KetoCon a couple months ago. People all over the world were coming up and saying, "Oh my gosh, Dr. Jaime, Dr. Jaime." And my husband was looking at me like,
Who is that?
Real? Yeah, so, I mean, it's fun, but at the end of the day, I am just so grateful to have the ability. I think as a clinician, I certainly provide, a lot of expertise in the area, and we have a lot of misinformation on the internet.
100%.
And so I feel like I'm just a valued resource for a lot of people, and I really don't take that for granted.
I think what's most important is all these stories of success that you have, but can you bring me back to the story of the adventure park or the theme park that you went to with the...
Yeah. So we took our family on a little trip this summer before school started, and we went to Silver Dollar City down in Branson.
Boom, love that place.
Got on this pirate ship ride where, where the pirate ship swings back and forth, and I was in the back row of the ship, and my husband was in a different seat because we have 3 kids and we were separated. And before the ride started, the lady comes back on the ride, and I see her talking to this man, and he's a little bit overweight. He's really not that big, but he has, a bit of a belly on him. And the safety bar would not sit in front of this man. And so she basically kind of looked at him, and he looked at her, and he just said, well, then I can't ride the ride. And he stood up, and he had 3 kids with him, and he had to tell his 3 kids that they had to get off the ride because he couldn't close the safety bar in front of him. And my husband turns around from multiple rows in front of me, and we made eye contact, and we both were thinking the same thing. And we're like, that's why we're doing this.
Yes.
This man can't even ride a ride at an adventure park with his children. I mean, if you can't go out and create those memories with your own children because of your health, that's a big deal.
It's heartbreaking.
It's heartbreaking. It's horrible. And it was horrible to sit there and watch it. And to know that we have a simple tool, just change the way that you view your nutrition. It can literally give people their entire life back.
I can hear your passion. So there's somebody right now listening. Maybe it's Bill or Shelley, and they are saying, that's me. What do you want to say to Bill and Shelley right now?
What I want to say is there's hope. I think a lot of people feel very hopeless when they get into that position that there's no answer for them. This is just how life is going to be. And I want people to know that they can, there's a better life out there waiting for them. They just have to make the decision to pursue it.
Many people tell you, oh, I'm doing better, I'm trying. The word trying, that hurts so many people. What are some of the things they need to be equipped with to be on this journey of getting better?
Well, first of all, there's a difference between interest and commitment. There's a lot of people in this room that are interested. I'm interested in having $1 million.
Yes, me too.
Interested in a Maserati. I mean, we're all interested in a lot of things, but when you're committed to something, that means that every single tiny little action is moving you closer to that thing. And interest is not the same. Commitment takes actual action, not just thoughts, wishes, hopes, dreams. Commitment is actually every single day doing some little action that gets you closer. And so people have to make that decision for themselves that this is truly what they want. And those are the clients and patients that I know are going to be successful. I can see it in their eyes. They just have this, energy behind, what they're talking about. And I've met a lot of people that have it and a lot of people that don't. And it's almost like from day one, I can tell who's going to be successful and who's not.
These people say, gosh, I wish right now I can hear that girl, Dr. Jaime Seeman. I can hear Dr. Fit and Fabulous. I wish, I want to try. What is the first step that they need to take to just be committed? What is the first step?
Well, part of it is that they're not really respecting themselves.
Ooh, that's so
when
harsh.
when we say, well, I'm going to start on Monday,
right.
we make a lot of what I call the blame, shame, and justify game, right?
Right, I've been there.
And it's a stress response, and it's actually a coping mechanism. When you think about it on the level of the brain, it's how we justify it. It actually feels good to say, well, let's start on Monday. You get a little dopamine response,
today.
and
yes.
you feel better because you've put that off for a couple days. You
right.
don't have to address that problem until Monday. And so part of it is learning how to respect yourself. I mean, would you schedule a really important meeting with, a business owner and then not show up?
No.
So why would you do that to yourself?
Dang.
So for me, I go to the gym at 5 a.m. and I'm telling you, 75% of the time, I don't like when my alarm clock goes off.
I'm sure you don't.
But I get up and I put my shoes on and I put my clothes on and I brush my teeth and I walk out the door. And as soon as I get there, I can feed off the energy of other people. But part of it is just showing up and showing up for yourself. And so I tell my Instagram followers, I always say, pay yourself first. The first thing you do in the day, the first thing you do when your feet hit the ground should be the most important thing that has to get done that day.
Yeah.
Because as the day goes on, there's going to be things that you can't anticipate, emergencies that come up, a woman goes into labor, and ruins your plans. And so pay yourself first. and do what needs to be done early in the day.
Okay, so last night was broken up by a delivery, right? So you had to go back to the hospital. About what time?
Yeah, so between 1 and 2 a.m.
What time did you get back home?
2:45.
Okay, so you laid back down.
I went back down, I went to sleep,
Yeah?
and I went to the gym at 6 a.m.
That's what I'm talking about. So be honest, when your alarm went off, or did your alarm even need to?
Oh no, it went off. I could physically open my eyes. I was like, oh, I don't want to do this. But
And
I knew
you're
I
fasting.
had a busy day. I was fasting.
Oh.
Yeah, 72 hours. And honestly, for anyone out there that's interested in fasting, you got to keep yourself incredibly busy. Just really, really, really busy.
Because 72 hours ago we spoke, and when I called you, you were like, what? Is that what you said? I don't know. I mean, I called you and I was like, did you just say what to me?
What you say while you're fasting doesn't count.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. I want to talk about just the mental game of what your commitment is to fasting into your lifestyle, right? I mean, how much distraction is in today's society to say you don't need to do that? What do you think some of your patients are struggling with?
Yeah, there's a lot of distraction. Well, first of all, America, I mean, we have so many things that entice us, right? We have pantries, we have a refrigerator full of food, Starbucks on every corner. I mean,
Oh
there's
my
just
God.
food everywhere. So we get
Yes.
this constant stimuli.
Right.
Eat. And then you have your friends and family that judge you for changing. And when
Ugh.
you make a change like this, you may outgrow people in your life. You may outgrow your own family members when you make these decisions. And there are people that will not want you to succeed because it makes them uncomfortable watching you have success.
Do people around you sometimes condemn what you stand for? Not condemn, but like, it's not for me. I can't do that. Keto's dangerous.
All the time. I hear
Seriously.
it every single day. And you know, I'm doing this 72-hour fast, and people are like, oh, you're crazy. That's extreme, you know?
But
it's
it's
because it sounds
peaceful.
extreme to them because they couldn't do it.
It's peaceful.
It's actually almost a spiritual event.
Yeah.
It's when you take food off the table
Yeah.
and you start to really appreciate the other things in your life.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm not going to eat dinner, and I'm going to really engage with my children. I'm going to go engage with my work. I'm going to, you start to engage in other areas of your life, and you also realize how much food runs your life.
I'm about to well up right now, for real, because I can tell that that's important to you. But most people put an emphasis on food.
Mm-hmm.
On
My
food.
entire day, 3 years ago, my entire day revolved around when my next meal was coming. I mean, I was like, what am I going to eat for lunch? What am I going to eat for dinner? I got to put a snack. I mean, snacking is an emotional event. Snacking has nothing to do with fueling your body.
No.
Snacking is emotional.
It's a pastime that people partake in. So Dr. Jaime, Dr. Fit and Fabulous, we have one of your friends on here, and her name is Michelle from the OMAHA Bakery. And Michelle, can you just tell me what how she has impacted your life, and what gains you feel that you've made?
Dr. Jaime is such an inspiration to me, and to call her my friend, I really feel honored, because when I have questions, I can go to her and I can ask her, and she can help me perfect the things that I need to perfect that is going to make me stronger and be able to live this lifestyle without, as much concern. I mean, she's helped me in so many aspects.
I've seen you in pain before.
A year ago, I couldn't step up the curb without assistance. I couldn't walk across the block, and I had really given up on life. And all the things that she talked about really described me. I was that person that couldn't get on a ride because I was too heavy. I was the person whose quality of life went downhill.
So I want to talk, how did you guys meet each other? I want to know that.
Well, we actually got introduced through a mutual friend who goes to my gym and knew her bakery existed. And he said, hey, I have this lady you need to meet. She's been making these keto bakery items. She went keto and she's making these keto bakery items. And I was intrigued because really, I mean, it's hard to find keto food out there, especially
Yes.
a bakery item, right?
Right.
But keto was the most Googled word in 2018. And so I
Yes.
thought, I have to meet this lady. So we set up a meeting, and we really clicked that day. And we realized that we had a lot of similar passions in this space. And Michelle and I started teaching keto classes at her bakery, and it's been wildly successful.
How long ago did that start?
October was our first class.
Last year?
Last year, and we have 50 to 60 people that attend each class, and we've gotten some amazing feedback. I had a gal message me a couple months ago. She went to one of our very first classes, and she's lost over 100 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
You changed her life.
And she started coming to, just a keto class at the bakery. And so people need to know about people in this community that support the keto lifestyle, because it's few and far between. There's certainly a lot more non-keto choices than there are low carb, and keto choices. And even people that say they're low carb or keto, sometimes food manufacturers, restaurant people can be a little sneaky about what ingredients are really in their food.
So I want to talk about that. Right now we are with Matt Carper. He just walked up. He is a proprietor here at Butterfish. Matt, can you talk on the microphone real quick? Are you on? No? How come you're not on?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, absolutely. I hear you, yes. You don't hear yourself. Is that what's happening?
That's better anyways.
That's fine. Okay. You don't need it. Okay, so I want to talk about when you're looking at a restaurant, Jamie, and you're looking for places to eat, I think sometimes gluten-free, dairy-free, all these things, right? What kind of restaurants do you seek out, or when you do go out to eat? Because people say, keto, I can't eat out, or whatever diet they're on, or whatever lifestyle they're on. Tell me about what you seek out.
Well, the easiest place to eat is a steakhouse, because you can't go wrong with meat.
Right.
So a steakhouse is usually a pretty safe bet, because you're going to have a variety of different beef products. There's always some sort of chicken. Sometimes you'll find, fish or seafood. And then you just add a side, like a salad or a green leafy vegetable or something like that. So steakhouses are pretty easy. Most places you can make modifications, but you got to be a little bit savvy. You know? Order it without the bun. I found Italian restaurants that will serve it on chopped asparagus or zucchini noodles, but you have to ask sometimes. Sometimes it's not even on the menu.
So, Matt, tell me about this right here. Tell me about this cucumber rolled sushi, and then I want Jamie to know, Dr. Jamie to know what ingredients are on here and see if it's acceptable or not.
Yeah, absolutely.
The truth.
So we do have options that we can make all of our sushi rolls with that cucumber wrap. Some of them, of course, have tempered things or what have you inside or the outside of the sushi roll. So this one is on our menu just like that.
Can we try it now? Can we try it while you're
absolutely.
talking? Okay,
so this is the green worm. I got some napkins.
I don't care.
You got fingers and mouths. That's the green worm roll. Cucumber on the outside, very fresh, very light. Alaskan king crab inside. Hamachi inside. It's a spicy mayo to give it some flavor. Avocado and just red pepper. Very simple yet refreshing. A lot of flavor, and again, fits into the keto diet.
Jamie, what do you think about that?
It's delicious, first of all. My question is, do you guys make this mayo in-house?
We do, yes.
Do you know what kind of oil is in it?
What kind of what, I'm sorry?
Like oil? Like, do you know what the ingredients are?
I don't know the exact oil, but I can ask our chefs, of course.
So sometimes things that you have to ask is, especially sauces or like mayo, because sometimes they're made with like vegetable oils and things like that, which can be kind of inflammatory. Now this has a really minute amount. The taste is phenomenal. I would totally order this, but if you're real curious, sometimes you have to ask, because there can be added sugars or added vegetable oils or things like that in some people's products.
That's amazing. I just had the second one. Have another one. So, Matt, while you guys are having that other one, so Jamie just is breaking a 72-hour fast right now, by the way. She's literally had no solid food for 72 hours. Did you do bone broth or anything like that?
No.
Nothing. Water fast?
I did salt and water. I had a couple other electrolytes.
I saw you eat the Redmond salt and crunch. I was like, wow, that's like real food right there. Almost.
It felt like I was eating.
So I want to talk about this next piece of delicacy here, and you have lettuce wraps. You have the what is this?
So that's pork belly with the black molasses on it, which again, in regards to sugars, it is pure black molasses, but I don't know the exact sugars, I suppose, in regards to those questions.
So Jamie, does that make it dangerous?
Yeah, well, first of all, I like that he's being super honest.
Yes,
because,
I love it.
Sometimes people will be like, oh yeah, the pork belly's keto, and then they bring it to you and they don't tell you there's molasses on it. But I'm sure it has some sugar content, but honestly, I'm kind of a person that says, don't trade good for perfect.
Right.
So I'm not really like dogmatic and militant about my lifestyle.
Right.
Clearly this dish would be better than something with a lot of bread or carbs
No doubt.
or fried or
Yes.
yeah, so this is a great alternative. And pork belly is great because it's a nice fatty cut of meat. And so you don't have to add any fat to this. You're getting some great healthy fat.
So what is this?
So that's a shiso remoulade. A shiso is kind of like a mint. The remoulade is a creme fraiche base we make in-house.
That's good for fats, right?
Yeah, great.
And
Yeah.
then this is a cucumber and carrot house-made kimchi that we pickle everything in-house. Tokyo turnips as well. That does have a little bit of vinegar in it for the sugar, for the flavor. But other than that, again, this is how it comes. This can be, the black molasses could be omitted on the pork belly. And
What
it's
would you
just
put on it?
grilled for flavor.
What would you put beyond the
Honestly,
black
when you grill that, it's going to get nice and juicy just
And
like that. It's
caramelized,
barely drizzled on there, but when it comes off the grill, it has that kind of glistening effect because of the high fat content.
And these fermented vegetables are phenomenal for people on keto lifestyle. These really help feed your good gut bacteria.
Yes.
Some people's guts are kind of broken and they don't tolerate raw veggies very well.
Right.
For those people, fermented veggies are a really good idea.
No, that's awesome. Let's try it. Go ahead, try it. Why are you guys waiting on
Are you supposed
me?
to put it in this lettuce
Yeah, this
wrap?
one's kind of messy.
Okay,
It's a lettuce wrap. So the pork belly could lay in there, a little bit of sauce, and then whatever vegetables you choose.
The biggest thing I want to everyone to realize, look at, oh, you're such a great host, Jamie. I appreciate that. She's feeding everybody else but herself right now. I think that when I go out to eat and I say, oh, I can't go out, or people are saying, oh, I'm on this keto diet, I can't do anything. I think those people have a hard challenge of when they are advertising that they're on keto. I'm going to let you take a bite, Jamie, before I ask my next question. Matt, for you, how many other alternatives are there to a ketogenic lifestyle here? What other offerings that you have that kind of fit this mold?
Yeah, and just speaking with you, Jay, and learning more about it, again,
I learned everything from Jamie.
It's something that we don't see as often, but as you mentioned kind of in the beginning of this piece with food, we do see a lot of gluten-free allergies or dietary restrictions, a lot of soy, and different things that we cater to. But the keto diet still, I mean, I know that it's a thing, it's a lifestyle, but we don't see it as much, and I think it is because of that people don't know, what can I have, what can I not have, and quite honestly, we are willing to accommodate however we can. We have a large wedding party that we are accommodating to a lot of the young boys' allergy needs, and we always tell people, if you tell us ahead of time, we are more than welcome to curate some food for you based off of what you can and cannot have. And the same thing goes to this. As we've taught, I feel like there is a lot of opportunity for us to learn more about it, and so that we can identify things in our menu for those folks that do come in and say, hey, this is my diet, this is my livelihood, this is what I eat, what I don't eat, and so that we can help them say, oh yeah, absolutely, not a problem at all, and we can do that.
Jamie, standard American diet, when you hear those words, you're talking carbs and you're talking sugars and all these things that are out there. When you think of restaurants, you're like, are there restaurants that I don't want to hear the names, are there places you steer away from because there's just not a choice for you?
Yeah, 100% there are. You have to know where your food is coming from. We know when we look at studies that people that prepare food at home do better long term because they just have more control. So just the act of eating out can sometimes be dangerous for people because they just don't understand every ingredient that goes into what they're eating. And, I'm not going to mention the name, but
right.
A commercial burger chain here in town. I love to go to places, 3 patties, bacon, slice of cheese. Somebody told me that this burger chain adds sugar to their hamburger. I'm still doing my research on it, but I was like, really? Okay, I believe
bet.
it. Probably.
I mean, with all the addiction with sugar, the addiction to sugar, and every restaurant, fast food chain trying to get an edge on people, I mean, let's be honest. What ingredients are they putting in their food? And here's what Omaha is a place with many restaurants. Matt, wouldn't you agree?
A lot of restaurants.
But here's the thing. We have to be discerning and educated on what we're putting in our bodies, right? And people associate cheap with just accessible food that, oh, it's cheap, I'll do it. But when you come to Burgerfish, Sternella, when you're sourcing your food, what comes to mind when it comes to just the general health of your clients or customers?
Yes, so I mean, we do our best to source locally. So example, this pork belly is actually coming from Iowa. John's Naturals, we actually just delivered today for us at Sternella, but they deliver twice a week for us. So beef, pork, obviously being a landlocked state, you cannot find seafood unless you're going to go fishing in the mighty Mo.
Right.
But all of our chicken is from Plum Creek Farms here at Butterfish and Sternella. So we use thigh meat, we use half chickens for our roast chicken at Sternella. Here for our wings, Plum Creek Farms, and as well as our cashew chicken. The broccoli beef is local beef. Vegetables, any given day you could see farmers walking with handfuls of stuff. Actually, today is a big day, so at Sternella we had 3 or 4 coming in with just baskets of stuff. I mean, it's on the menu. They're not just bringing us random things. And the same here. These carrots, cucumbers right now, this time of the year, as much as we can get, we want to support them because, of course, that's our local community, but we also know where it's coming from, like you had said. So we could tell you, yeah, that just got delivered by John, or, yep, Dean was just here with chicken 2 days ago, so we know that that's fresh chicken. So, yeah.
How important is that, Jamie? Like, how important is that to you as a consumer?
Yeah, well, first of all, it's good for the environment to source things locally. It's good to support your local community, because if you want good people in your community that serve quality things with quality ingredients, people like, Butterfish, the OMAHA Bakery.
Yes.
We need to patronize those places. We need to support them.
Versus big chain and big box.
Exactly. When they're sourcing things locally, you're supporting your local farmers. I think it's super important. And even people at home, when you grocery shop, know where your food is coming from.
And we don't.
Know how it went from, the farm and got all the way to your table, and know how, know where it was grown and how it was grown. Because, for instance, when you talk about like eggs, for instance, cage-free chicken is not cage-free chicken eggs is not the same as pastured chicken eggs. That literally the bioavailability of the minerals and vitamins inside that egg are different. There's more omega-3s in a pastured chicken than in a caged chicken. It depends what they fed the chicken. So we can't just expect that all ingredients are equal. They're not.
People say, how many eggs can I get for $1.49? That's a problem. They would rather not even think about the $3.49 eggs that are, like you said, raised correctly with all the nutrients that they need. Jamie, your passion for nutrition, but your passion for helping people with wellness, there's somebody listening right now who says, I would love to go out, I would love to be social, but I can't go out right now because I'm on this special diet. What are you going to say to them? Not keto, just any diet.
Yeah. Find what works for you. There are options out there. Sometimes it involves doing your research, and honestly, find a circle of influence that supports your lifestyle. You don't have to feel like you're the one guy on this special lifestyle. There are tons of people in my life that eat this way, and we have to support each other. The 5 closest people to you actually influence your behavior much more than you even realize.
Am I one of your 5? Am I one of 5? Don't lie.
You're in the circle. You're in the circle.
Yay!
I mean, they literally influence the way you think, and when you kind of start what I call the blame, shame, and justify game, that circle of influence is either going to keep you in check or they're going to let you drown.
No doubt. So we have a incredible keto summit coming here to Omaha, Nebraska, January 10th and 11th. Can you speak to that a little bit?
So this is super exciting because there is nothing like this in the Midwest. We don't have anything like this. There's lots of low-carb and keto conferences on the East and West Coast, down in Texas, but there's nothing like this in the Midwest. So this is really providing a really great opportunity, not only for our local and regional community. I mean, we do have people coming in from all over the U.S. and even from other countries. We're bringing in national speakers, really expert people in this field to bring that knowledge here to Omaha. It's going to be a 1.5-day conference, but the feel of this conference is going to be different. When people leave, we want them to leave with a fire inside them to go out and help spread the word of what the ketogenic, lifestyle is and how to implement it. This isn't just a lecture. You're not just, coming to learn for a couple hours. This is an experience.
Absolutely. So, and it's a community and a connecting community. So, Michelle, you're emerging in the keto space for the Omaha Bakery. Jamie's influence has obviously led you to a great offering to the public. How much is the ketogenic lifestyle playing into your business, and how will it shape out in the next 6 to 12 months?
Our Our business has really exploded. 7 out of every 10 customers are now keto. We are educating the public about the keto lifestyle. I do the farmers market downtown to promote keto. Dr. Jaime encouraged me to make more keto desserts. I listened, I did.
It's not cheap to make, right?
No. One bag of Swerve is only 23 pounds, but yet the cost shipped is $110.
Oh.
So what I'm spending just in getting this all-natural sweetener is close to $1,400 a month. I spend that much easy in almond flour,
yes,
and that substitute, and even in the butter. So what I'm spending is ridiculous.
But what's been the reaction?
People love it because I'm true strict keto for the most part, and I get it. Like, I'm reading my labels. I know that if I go buy heavy whipping cream from Walmart and I don't buy the organic,
right,
it's going to have carrageenan in it, which is a thickening agent that
wow,
can cause you to stall.
Did you teach me that? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I have educated myself to the point where, like, I'm still learning.
Yes, we're always learning. Jamie's learning too.
We're always learning, but within me finding myself in this lifestyle, I'm now changing other people's lives. People have followed me and watched me struggle with my weight, my business, and everything. And now they come in and they're like, I want to do what you're doing. We have customers driving from Kansas City to purchase insane amounts of keto desserts.
It's actually not crazy. It's quite timely.
And so all of this has inspired me because not only am I helping others, but now I'm working on a book and I want to ship keto desserts. And I'm working so hard at all of this, and only thing I do in the kitchen is develop new product. So my life has completely changed, and I really feel like Dr. Jaime helped me get there. I had a lot of people that took part in all of this, but I'm not waiting for things to happen. Like she talks about, you have to get your head around it and do it, and don't wait. Don't wait for Monday. Don't wait for that next day.
I just heard Jamie come out of there right there.
Well,
Dr.
it's because
Fitz.
we have been hanging out a lot.
Yes,
and we know
circle of influence.
And just today I put a post out there, like, you have to surround yourself with people who raise you and strengthen you and challenge you to be the best you that you can be. And if somebody isn't in that, if they're not motivating me and challenging me, I don't have time for them.
I get it, believe me. So, Dr. Jaime, to Matt Carper, the owner of a restaurant, give him some advice to fit his businesses in this space to cater to the people who really want to help or get help.
Yeah, well, so I mean, for butterfish, sushi isn't traditionally thought to be very keto, with the rice, but so we really, just advertising and spreading the word. I took pictures of the food tonight. I'm going to share them on my social media. We have a really large local following, so I'm sure there'll be people in here asking for the green worm roll. Is that what that was called?
Yeah.
All right, green worm roll, you guys, at Butterfish. It was really good. I could eat a whole bunch of those. Yeah, and this pork belly is delicious. Yeah.
The king crab was in there, by the way.
So good, so good. So, I think for the restaurants and the food manufacturers are listening, you speak with your dollar. That's what people need to understand is you patronize the places that give you good quality things, and they'll keep making them.
Absolutely. Matt, I want to say thank you for having us here at Butterfish today. Jamie, I know how busy you are, and I don't mean busy as in the word just unpurposely busy. You do so much for your clients, for the community. You're just a beacon for hope for those who need a little bit of guidance. You've had amazing results with your clients. I'm going to make sure people can get in contact with you. And you do coaching as well, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Do one-on-one coaching. People can find me at drfitandfabulous.com and Dr. Fit and Fabulous on both Facebook and Instagram.
Do they have time to sign up for your September keto coaching webinars?
Yeah, there is a September ketogenic coaching group, and the sign-up will end tomorrow.
I will make sure.
Actually, no, they can sign up through the webinar on Monday, the 2nd. So yeah.
And they can still actually, even if they miss the first one, they can go back to a recording.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you so much to Dr. Fit and Fabulous. Thank you to Michelle Kaiser of the Omaha Bakery. Thank you to Matt Carper, the proprietor here at Butterfish. I'm so excited to have this entire series because it brings a lot of people together. We want to say thank you to the Omaha Gift Company. If you need a gift and are looking to make an impact, the Omaha Gift Company can take care of all your gift giving needs. Use code JAY and get the secret discount as we continue with the Blackstone District broadcast.